What's going on, everybody? It's DJ Rob with another useful DJ tip that nobody asked for. This is actually more of I'm going to be reviewing, critiquing, narrating my setup. This was a pool party that I did not too long ago, and I'm going to walk you through as I was setting up. One of the things that you'll notice is that it was wet. The ground was wet. Party was supposed to start at 6. I got there at 4 and it was coming down hard. At about 4:45, it stopped raining. So we were clear, and I kind of waited until about 5 o'clock to start setting up. So you'll see the water on the ground. And I had to change a few minor things because of the water. So there you see me taking stuff out of the truck, the big heavy controller. That is I think probably weighs about 50, 60 pounds. So I use the tailgate of the truck to help me carry it. And I loaded that all the way in. I drug it in there on wheels. So then, yes, as you can see right there, the floor mat, I use it so I don't bang up my knees in the back of the truck. I bring the dolly closer to the truck. That bin's got a lot of miscellaneous stuff. It carries a lot of things in there. Not cables, though. I keep my cables in a separate bag. Okay, as you see me loading the speakers there, you'll notice that the grill on the bottom speaker is facing up and the grill on the top speaker is facing down. I don't want to bang it up. I don't want to bang up the speaker grill. They get all dented and start looking ugly. On top of the bin, I've got my cable bag. I've got all my XLRs, all my 1/4 inch, any kind of cable, it's in there. Power supplies, power cables, I don't keep in there. I keep all that in the yellow bin, in the black bin with the yellow top. So now I'm walking in towards the backyard. You'll see me struggling there with the dolly a little bit. That's rarely an issue. This time it was because the ground there was pretty rough. So as you can see, the ground is still wet there. Set up my 4-foot table. It goes a little bit higher. That's why I like it. Regular 6-foot tables are kind of low. You saw me looking up there to make sure it's not still raining. There was water still coming down, but the water was more from trees. It was dripping still. So it's you can see that water dripping. I go back to the car to try to get my bag where I keep all my stands, but I realize if I bring it over here, there's not going to be anywhere to put it. So I leave it in the truck and I just bring the stands. There I am walking with the stands. Setting up the stands, opening them up. Most of you know you can put one up against the other to make sure that the distance between the legs is the same on both sides. Doing that, got it. Setting up the little speaker part of it. Move the cart out of the way, bring the other speaker stand around. Now, having to lift this, it always helps to have someone help you. It helps to help someone help you, okay. We'll keep that there. But it always helps to have a helper. There you go. Helps to have a helper. There. It always helps to have an assistant, someone to help you. Yeah, there we go. It always helps to have an extra hand, especially with heavy stuff. Speaker, no problem. On top of the pole. And I put that cover on there because it stopped raining, but there was drops coming from the trees. I just didn't want to get the speakers wet. I do carry some plastic bags in that black tote, some plastic trash bags in case it were to rain. Like if it really started raining, I'd throw those plastic bags on top of those speakers. And the radar showed that it was going to be clear the rest of the day, so I wasn't too concerned, but I did want to be cautious. All right, speaker bag is out of the way. My table runner there, my table cover. What do y'all think about those table covers? I personally don't like them. I like the ones that go all the way down. These kind of have that arc or arch. How do you say it? Is it arch or arc? Y'all correct me in the comments. I prefer the ones that go straight down. I prefer the ones that don't make that little half moon whatever thing. Look up again, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. That's heavy, man. That's heavy. I'm already sweating up a storm. You can see on my shirt there. That is my setup shirt. I've got another shirt that I'm going to use for when I'm actually DJing. What am I doing here? Can't really see. Oh, the case. So I'm getting my case set up, dragging that on top. There we go. Boom. Set it down. And then I made a mistake here. I should not have done what I just did. I should have put my orange table runner first. That one. So now I've got to figure out, okay, what am I going to do here? That thing is heavy. I'm by myself. I want to have this out there to promote the company. So what I opted to do is strategically lift one side of the road case and slide it over. I eventually get it right. But it would have been better if I would have just put the table runner on top of the black table cover before I set the case on there. But hindsight is 2020. What else are we doing there? Okay, I didn't like it almost hitting the ground, so I'm trying to move it up a little bit. And it's always easier with a helper, like I said earlier, but I was solo this time. What are we doing? Okay, cable bag there. Moving the cable bag out of the way. Adjusting the speakers. Do I raise the speakers here? I don't think I do. Okay, just bringing them closer. Okay, I eventually end up raising the speakers, running my cables. You're not going to get to see the time lapse of that because there we go. I think I got a phone call or something. But there it is. That's overall the setup and how I did it. I got the gig bar there. I normally tape cables down, but if you notice, there's some water on the ground, so I wasn't able to tape stuff down. But I try to get it as neat and tidy as I could. Got the fan there. We're in Texas, man, and the heat and humidity is crazy. But there it is, man. Feel free to chime in to give some feedback, how you would do things differently. If you have any tips, I'm always willing to learn, always willing to try something new. So there it is, another useful DJ tip that nobody asked for. It's your boy DJ Rob, Sound Source Entertainment, and we are out of here.